It's time now for the Peter Channel Sign Off News and Slate Monday, May 9th, 2016. And just before the Peter Channel signs off tonight at 7 late at 11:30 p.m. News and odds on the Slate Monday. Peter Wiggins news and odds on our top story at 11:30 p.m. is Washington where House Speaker Paul Bryan went back out his chair in the Republican National Convention in July. Donald Trump asked him to his office confirmed Monday. The United States and North Carolina tangled over the transgender rights on Monday, with the Justice Department found in the civil rights lawsuit over the state's so-called bathroom bill and state officials that finally found suits against the federal government. Some 90% of the buildings to the Democratic candidates city of Fort McMurray have survived the massive wildfire in Herbert Alberta Apartment Center to visit. At least 2 people were killed after multiple tornadoes touched down Monday across Oklahoma. The emergency director of Gavin County, Oklahoma Representative Ed DeBlee, would be in his late 70s, was found dead at Woodward, located south. Challenge citizens across the United States. The first question of Jon Stewart was asked Monday ahead of the former Daily Show's host of first contender remarks in the 2016 election. Why have you been, man? Donald Trump is making the first exception to Trump event at all. Muslim Senate will let the newly elected Muslim mayor, Senate Khan. Manila, Philippines. Where do I go? Ready? Who's on public commentary? Clearly talking about the rape of missionary drew international attention that the Philippine national election appeared poised to win in this country's presidency. Monday. A Mexican judge says the extradition of drug lord walking out Chapo Guzman can move ahead, but the country's foreign ministry must still prove that the defense can appeal. For about a half hour, it looked like Brazil's more beating rounds were coming undone a few minutes before noon on a relatively calm trading day in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The real suddenly plummeted the most in 4 years and 60 billion dollars was wiped off. By repairs, Syrian government forces and their allies fought insurgents near the Aleppo but they just conducted raids around a nearby town ceasefire. Islamic rebels and minority groups said as Syria's military sent in ceasefire in Aleppo. After a judge dismissed the American Mughals, several red swords and capacity trial, a lawyer for his ex-girlfriend said the client was trying to protect the 92 billionaire from his daughter. The King County Washington Sheriff's Office said a deputy shot and wounded a left wheel man Monday evening in the White Center. They should have opened about 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. A Pennsylvania teenager got snipped by a school when it was supposed to be a member of the NAFA, and I will become a Frickville at Bishop Devon High School prom when the Federal Police came out the lesbian student as Pennsylvania teen-girl kicked out from the prom for wearing a tuxedo and senator dress. Conservatives accused Facebook of political bias as Donald Trump rallied in April. Politicians increasingly share the views on social media. In Attleboro, James M. Kelsey, a legendary and beloved Attleboro high school coach whom the high school standing there at Treasure Cassidy Field was partly named after Monday at the age of 95. Cassidy was an Attleboro native in World War II veteran who came home to coach and teach for more than a decade in his hometown of Leaving Leslie and building with the team's strong character and his players. And garnering respect for all, he is more the high school's athletic Hall of Fame football player and a class of 1938 in the coach. Cassidy was an assistant football coach in the late 40s and early 50s after which he went to Joseph Case High School in Johnson, where he led in the best ball. Team to a state championship B, which returned at Attleboro in 1916, winning the job of football coach, basketball coach, and director of physical education. He took over the Howard towards year. Never the city's famed coaches that debated who would be just the honor of being the namesake high school stadium. Attleboro, $2 across the board hike in the Zoom fees that the first increase in transit was approved by the city council last week on a 10-1 vote. Attleboro parents have been nominated in local legislation to help fund the city's school budget problems, but the lawmakers are cautioning that a total state solution is unlikely at this time. Relevant. Autonomy and voters approved Monday a $24.2 million budget for the next fiscal year. Attleboro firefighters have the use of cutting tools to free 1 of the 2 women drivers that had out crash at the street on Monday night. Not with little discussion, residents at Monday's annual town meeting passed the town budget for the fiscal year started July 1st that calls for deep reductions in town and school spending. And non-autonomy and approved $51.5 million budget accept donations of Phoenix Island in the reservoir. Railroad Selectman Michael Cassell resides, and he has been working a lot out at the town and the kids work as much time to likely be on the board. Boston, the long delay plan to extend the MBTA's green line of summer bill bid for base left after vote on Monday asking federal transit officials to review a modified proposal with a lower price tag. The action on Monday by the State Transportation Board and the Control Board that oversees the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Board came out to several hours of discussion about the 4.5 bill, green line extension. Both boards voted unanimously to say the redesigned plan cost estimate and revised plan objecting to the Federal Transit Administration to review. Boston. Amid sales declines, retailers hinted at closing stores overseas as the gap was supposed to be the moment Captain Corporation GPS began to emerge from its long sales slump. When on the plan to the founder and chief executive leader, London Club Corporation resigned after the internal report found that the company had only sold an investor $22 million and a loan to the investor did not want the company said. SBE Entertainment Group as agreed to buy. Morgan's Hotel Corporate Company reached a deal on Monday to combine the two hotel operators after more than a year but not off again merged to talks. Puerto Rico bill coming on Wednesday and Trump tax talk. Sucks. 72 points at 1775. I went SP 5 up 1.55 points at 258.69. The Nasdaq up 14.5 points at 4,750.21. Scientists may have found a way to place wrinkle screen with a younger looking alternative temporarily at least. What we've been able to do is create a creep basically that you can put on us again. Greenbelt, Maryland, a small planet Mercury is making a return to the sun today. The first such event in the kind of decade the world looks on. London, a report building the first group to look at the world's plants. Find as plants slowly being ravaged by a change of land. Use mostly conservation forests to agriculture to feed a growing population climate change. Poodles are most still compendium. Otherwise, according to the new Peru West, and others found that recent finding with derived from the new and first company's little today to take about deaths and new horizon space come on Pluto's moons. Monday, pregnant women drink artificially sweetened drinks may be more likely to give birth to heavy babies more likely to become overweight children, researchers report. The number of children under 6 months by nicotine and eating cigarettes rose by nearly 1.5% between 2003 and 2015, and one child died according to analysts of caused by the National Poison Data System published in the journal Pediatrics. A mother's excess weight gain or evident by the children levels of the person may be put child at the decreased risk for being overweight or be seduced to fines. Philadelphia, researchers say that babies that are swallowed and attacked look at 56% more likely to die of SIDS, which is sudden infant death syndrome. Okay, take a look at New England and Slaughter, River, Massachusetts at 5 Beach Street and Shirley Avenue, 2 location reports of shots fired via ShotSpotter. RPD unit was born in the area investigating the alleged incident. Peter Childers now 11:38 on this late Monday night. It's time now for a travel report. Let's study off down in Rhode Island, where it's looking at an hours and miles the Ocean State. Route 28 on the northbound side, also from North Falmouth, just around before the Bourne-Woody on the northbound and southbound side of Route 28. But the Cape is looking good. Southeast Express to the southbound side, so the Pike all the way at the Dorchester, Southeast Express to the northbound side, so from Dorchester all the way at the downtown Boston, Mass Pike eastbound side, so from Puerto all the way at the Logan Airport, Mass Pike westbound side, so for the South Boston stretch around 93. But yeah, looking at an eastern Massachusetts, Mass Pike exchange 293 to 85 at Auburn, Mass Pike around 291 in Springfield, it's a little slow going. Also, Mass Pike eastbound side, also on the Westfield stretch, 93 on the northbound side, it's slow around 293 in Manchester to Route 101. Main turbine and southbound side, it's a little slow before the Falmouth Spur in Portland, Maine. But yeah, looking good down in Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Down in I-84 on the westbound side, it's a little slow around Route 7 in Danbury. 95 on the northbound side, also the Sanford stretch, and 95 southbound, it's slower around Route 8 in Bridgeport. At Parkway eastbound side, it's so from Greenwich and Sanford stretches. 95 on both ends, also after Harrison and Rochelle stretch. 95 on the northbound side, also in North Rochelle. FDR Drive on the northbound side, so on Expressway on Harlem. 279 in eastbound side, it's all around the Bronx stretch. 678 on both ends, also from 485 to Grand Central Parkway. 95 on the northbound side, also before the George Washington Bridge in New Jersey. 78 in East Montana over Newark downfield. Jersey City and Holland Tunnel East Montana its logo. Lincoln Tunnel East Montana its logo. New Jersey Turnpike on the south Montana is over the Edison Church, but you're looking from New York all the way down for Delaware. Car State Park is looking from New York all the way down for Wildwood. 676 on the west Mountain over Kempton all the way out to Trenton. And Rand, Philadelphia. And 76 in the north Mountain is over for 76 in Center City, Philadelphia. 95 in the northbound side, it is all around Bel Air stretch. 695 in the southbound side, also the Glenbury stretch, just near Baltimore, and 395 in the northbound side, also around Capital, and 270 on the southbound side, also the Rockville, Maryland stretch. But the highways and byways in New York City are looking good. 80 westbound side, also for the Brentford stretch in Pennsylvania. But highways in Pennsylvania are good. Alright, take a look at some MBTA alerts at 11:40. Subway system, it's looking good. On the commuter rail, it's looking good. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Chaladusa is now 11:41 on this late Monday night. And it's time now for a weather report. And take a look at the latest radar outlook. And it is... clear as a whistle. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. First, we got a frost virus of effect from midnight to 8 a.m. tomorrow. As location much to master to accept northwest master to weather. Course season has not yet begun. Temperatures be in the mid-30s. The time in late tonight or early Tuesday morning. And sensitive outdoor plants may be killed if left uncovered. And frost visor means that in widespread frost is expected. Sensitive outdoor plants may be killed if it's left uncovered. Day 1, day and night, frost advisory. Day 2 is 7. Tuesday for Sunday, frost advisory. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Tonight, pitch frost up to 5 a.m. west. South skies to clear skies north 35 degrees. North winds from about 5 miles an hour. For Tuesday, south skies at 68 degrees. West from about 8 miles an hour. Tuesday, clear skies about 43 degrees. Light variable wind. For Wednesday, sunny skies about 7 degrees. Light variable wind coming north around 6 miles an hour day morning. Wednesday, clear skies about 45 degrees. South about 5 miles coming to the evening. For Thursday, sunny blue skies about 73, about 49 degrees. Friday, chance showers at 1 p.m. Parts of the blue skies are about 68, about 53 degrees. Just made to 30%, up to 50% by Friday night. Saturday, chance showers, both skies at 67 by 46 degrees. Just made to 40%. Sunday, parts of the blue skies at 60, about 43 degrees. And for Monday, both skies about 60 degrees. Curly and not near, it is. And no fair skies at 54, humidity at 35%, 12 above Celsius. So that's me for the period channel. Shut off news, and it's late Monday night, midnight, 2016. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Right now, time now. It's 17 minutes to midnight on this late Monday night. Peter channel will be closing up for the night. This is Peter, which hope you have a good night and a good morning, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Just turn off the lights and say, pleasant dreams. I'll see you in the morning. Good night.